The D-pad contains crude language, cringe humor, and suggestive themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
We're gonna have a TV party tonight. Alright! We're gonna have a TV party, alright!
Yo, what up, Nigeria?
Hey. Mark, you there? Nah, it's still not working.
I'm here.
Okay, let's just keep the faith, and we'll be fine. I don't know. Well, if you ever do if it ever craps out completely, just use the chat.
I know, or can just talk with. Okay, now it just shot to 100. Now it's just going down.
That's the strangest thing.
I don't really give a damn anymore. This thing's confusing as fuck.
Alright, let's just begin.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, welcome to the D-pad. I am DZ Dog here with Dragonking Mark, Trench, and our newest member, Commissar.
Holy shit, Spectre of Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment arrives April 5th.
Yeah, so we got a couple things to talk about here. Like, some things have happened this week. One being that certain movie that's come out, and a movie that is coming out, I think, tomorrow?
As of this recording.
Yes. So let's get the first thing out of the way.
On with the news.
This is a CBS News special report.
See Power Rangers.
Hell no!
I have not.
I don't know. It doesn't look that bad, honestly.
It wasn't. It actually was pretty good. It's a lot better than any Transformer movies. But then again, this movie did something that neither TMNT or Transformers did.
Yeah, its first gay character.
It tried. No, it actually tried to be a movie.
Yeah.
Really?
It tried.
Yeah, keyword tried, like, in quotes.
No, like, it actually tried. You can see it try so hard.
Yeah, and I think it succeeded a little bit from what I've heard. Like, it was more about the Rangers and their relationships and all that.
And I think that's great, but you obviously know in the sequel that they're just going to be like, okay, that shit's out of the way. You guys want this and this, let's make it all like this.
Bring out the Green Ranger.
She's probably going to be a chick.
Maybe.
Nope, it's Donnie.
Spell it with an I-E.
It's a guy. It's gotta be a guy.
You cisgender male.
Right, sexist.
We don't know. I mean, Tommy could be, technically it's a unisex name.
Didn't he kill a guy? The actual Tommy?
No. That's, you're thinking of a guy from a show called Wild Force, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah, Wild Force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird.
That happened.
But yeah, Power Rangers. From what I've heard, it wasn't too bad. It's just the action was very slow, very minimal.
Yeah, I think it's because, like, they were kind of nervous about their product. They were like, so far it was competently done. They did some things a lot of superheroes don't really do, save civilians.
Well, yeah, and also, I guess, what else did they do?
They defended a Krispy Kreme.
Of course. Gotta protect.
I don't care. This is the funniest product placement I've ever seen.
Protect the Krispy Kremes.
And I feel like Krispy Kreme's gonna get mad because you could tell they wrote it in as a joke as well. It's like, you fuckers! You said you'd promote Krispy Kreme!
I can see that.
Like they say, the Krispy Kreme is a precious place. He's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I heard that, Never mind, I forgot. Damn it. Brain fart. What were you going to say, Mark? Before I interrupted you?
No, I was trying to think of something as well, but I couldn't think of anything.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's good. Because neither of us have seen the movie, so...
Yeah.
I did.
No, I haven't.
Because you're noobs.
Fuck you, man. I don't have any money.
Yeah, and I watched
You're
Kong.
noobs.
Now that was a movie.
Magnificent.
You knew that thing was out here?
I'm sorry for your men, Colonel. But if you want to make their sacrifice worthwhile, hit us home with proof. Monsters exist.
Whoa.
Your friend there can put that down. What the hell is this place?
That's Kong. He's king around here.
Let me tell you.
Was it a good movie?
Yeah, it was a fun movie. It just, I think with Kong, unlike most IPs, it's more flexible. Unlike with, say, Transformers or Power Rangers, you need the Autobots, the Decepticons, but really with Kong, you only have like Kong and then Skull Island and the natives.
That's it.
Yeah, it's very basic and bare bones, and I think that's what helps it. You can like add all these interesting characters and scenarios.
What about the after credits scene?
Oh, with John C. Reilly. Oh, okay, we're gonna get into spoiler territory for all the people listening. So just
I saw Kong as well. I've seen the after credits ending too.
Yeah. I didn't see the after credits, but I did see the main one with like him seeing his family again. I hope the sequel, if they ever do make a sequel, to just have John C. Reilly as an old man, and you know how like in the original Harryhausen movies where they take Kong and they like show him to the audience, he like does that, but it's like he has like this talk show with Kong. Just have it be Steve Brule 2.0.
Oh God.
That's Korean.
So Calm,
No,
you on?
It's Kong who's doing the talk show.
Oh. Talking
Was
about
that the
sushi.
after credit?
Trent, did you? Because I kind of had to leave early, but did you see those? The after credits, whatever.
Yes, I did. The after credit shows the guy who plays Loki and that chick who's a war photographer in the movie. They're held up at some sort of government base where the guy who plays Dr. Dre comes out of nowhere and is like, well, you guys are accepting Monarch. And it's like, what's Monarch? It's like, it's a secret organization.
Oh, that sounds convenient.
And then he's like, Kong's not the only one, you know. He just,
Isn't that part of the Godzilla movie?
Yeah, they hype it by showing cave paintings of Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah, and then one final one, it just shows Godzilla and King Ghidorah fighting. And it's like, I was like, oh yeah. And then it just ended to black with Godzilla roaring. People in the theater lost their shit.
Oh shit, I wish I could have been there.
There were people like who had to go to the bathroom just standing there waiting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, at one point in their lives, they're going to look back and say, this is like, I really should have just waited for someone to post it online.
Exactly.
Wow.
Watch all those online. No, it's not legal,
I might
but...
do that now.
But yeah, I'm glad that John C. Reilly survived, because I was thinking, oh no, they're gonna kill him off. Like as soon as they introduced him, I was like, no, don't you kill him off, movie.
Was he like the main character?
Yeah, me too.
But then it's like, psych, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You gamer gunkta. Gunkta for gamers. He actually has a great payoff where he plays that old cliche of the soldier trapped on an island, stuck in time, wherever. Gets to go home, gets to eat a beer, gets to drink a beer, meets his long lost son. Just basically gets to kick back.
Yeah.
No, he's still
Then he
haunted by
gets court-martialed for desertion.
Yeah, that would be like
I
the
was stranded
after
on an
effects.
island. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. It's like,
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, it's the
Don't
after
go to jail
credits.
for desertion.
He gets arrested.
Still
Yeah.
war. And then they send him to Vietnam.
Oh god.
Again, it does take place immediately after the Vietnam War. It's like 2 seconds in, war's canceled. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, everybody go home. War is over.
I can picture that.
Sam Jackson was badass in the movie. I loved him.
Yeah, he
I thought
was.
He was a
It's
great
Samuel
villain.
L. Jackson.
But I kind
love
of
the part.
Jackson's gonna be
I love the part in the movie where like someone's like, "We need to get back to the extraction point," and then he's like, "You're welcome to do that." But I felt like he was gonna turn around and say, "I didn't ask you a goddamn thing."
Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of felt like he was just channeling Pulp
He-
Fiction, but he kind of always does that. That's just his forte.
You're waiting for it, and it's sadly
Yeah.
he dies before he can say "motherfucker."
Yeah.
And that was like, that is sick.
Mm.
And the
Kong's-
one person who says "fucking" is John C. Reilly. It's like, dude, you're from World War II. You don't even know what that word is. They didn't even probably have it back then.
I think
Yeah,
I
they
had
did.
it back then.
That's where the acronym FUBAR came from.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And he would have probably said it's "foobar."
Yeah.
Well, FUBAR means fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yeah, it's like a.
We've just officially gone from fuck to foobar. Play the Division, you will understand that reference.
Never touched it. So, anything else about Kong or Power Rangers?
I heard that one. I mean, there was the fact that the Yellow Ranger was a lesbian in that movie, the Power Rangers.
It's implied she's bisexual and she's having, difficulties like deciding what she wants, and her family's like really kind of trying to be normal type of family. You know that cliche?
Traditional, yeah.
You can understand
like-
that.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Blue Ranger.
It's like at least she didn't die in a car crash.
Oh, oof. Wow.
Ooh, you had to go there.
They actually mentioned, which is odd because that's actually how they get their powers in a car crash. I'm like, ooh.
That was an ear.
The original cast members who watch it in the theater just like, oh, Trudy, no.
Trudy!
Seriously, that was very depressing what happened to her, and she already starred in a bad sequel to The Crow.
I always wondered what happened to them. I always wondered, like, when I saw the show as a kid, they had to like get rid of them. Like, I know the guy who played the Blue Ranger. What was his name?
Billy. Well, that's his
Billy?
character's name. Let me see.
Character's name.
I don't
Billy,
know
it
his
was?
name, but I know he had to go to a gay conversion camp.
Really? Oh wait, actually, I think I heard about that.
For
Yeah.
Even
In
honestly,
2010.
I was like, I was bullied every day. I thought I could take my own life. And the honest trailer guy was like, "Jeez, dark."
His name's
Jeez.
David Yost.
Oh.
David Yost was the.
Saban made fun of him.
Jeez. I did not know that.
Neither did I. I mean, I know that he had to leave because he was getting hassled for his sexual orientation, but damn.
Wow. Let's see. Yeah, he was actually teased. My God.
That's hurtful. I mean, I know how that feels. I went through that in high school.
Yeah.
More
We all
details than-
did. Come on, Mark. You're not special.
It was a weird thing. Everyone else was treated fine though. They were cis. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, boy. So, what do you guys think is going to be in the sequel?
They're probably going to try to add more drama and stuff. Like, they're probably going to make Tommy Native American and say, thanks to Trump. They're just like, oh boy. Here we
They're
Yeah.
probably gonna, I think they're going to definitely add the Green Ranger.
go." Duh, they have a 6-movie deal planned.
Oh.
They're definitely going to add the Green
no.
Ranger, and it's going to be mostly centered around them trying to kick his ass.
I think I just gave Karmasar a near heart attack.
No. The hell, 6-movie contract?
It's
Yeah, that one kind of caught me out. How
How about just 2? You know, let's just start off.
2 more. That's it. It's like, seriously. And if they're gonna do like a 6-movie thing, Have it end, the 3 ones just end with the original team. Then just start with a new one. That's why people love this crap.
Yeah, then go with Mighty Morphin Samurai.
Yeah.
Or Ninja.
Have a little talking
or
hamster.
Fury or Wild Force. Or Dino Thunder.
Was there a talking hamster in that one? Or one of those? There was
That's
like this...
Ninja Storm.
Yeah, Ninja Storm had a talking hamster.
Ninja Storm was awesome, okay?
It really was. It was a lot of fun. Harmless.
Yeah, and like it really had like a bit more charm to it than the other ones. Plus, it had a very, very good theme song.
Even though I kind of felt like SPD was a lot better. It was like the joke was they're cops, and plus they didn't have to pretend to be teenagers.
Yeah.
I like those type of ones where it's like, okay, there's no mystical stuff here. Science fiction through and through. You guys are officers of the law.
Mm-hmm.
What about what was
Power Ranger RoboCops?
Pretty much.
I know Mark's favorite
They
character.
have
The that cat girl.
No.
yeah. It was a weird thing, but I really appreciate it what it was. They have so many seasons of these. It's like, damn, Japan. You ever think that just to fuck with America, you just stop for a while?
If they do that, then America will hunt them down. They
It's like
will,
World War II, the Great Power Ranger Wars.
You thought we were harsh on them with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. When they cut off the Power Rangers, they ain't seen shit.
That we release 4
They
kids
will-
on them.
If they do that, then holy hell.
We release 4 kids entertainment on them. We reboot it and just show them all the dubs of their shows. They puke their eyes out.
No, you force them to be 4 kids compliant.
Yep.
All right. Well, Power Rangers.
Okay. Yeah, so I gave it like an 8.4 out of 10, you know. That's fair. It was surprisingly good. I was expecting it to be Michael Bay stuff, even though because the guy who made this movie was a friend of Michael Bay's who worked for him.
Really?
It's like, uh-oh.
This is not going to be good. Did they do like the cheesy explosion things? Like whenever a ranger guy hit, they do that whole ooh ah.
No.
Hmm.
There's some things you're glad aren't there. You're like, okay, that's better.
Yeah.
But at the 3rd act is when it actually starts to be a Power Ranger thing, because like I think it's because they couldn't get enough CG. Because remember, Saban is currently just a really small film company now. It's big in television, not in film.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
actually.
it's big in TV, just not in film.
This could be something that improves it. Here's the thing I recommend for the sequel. Fire the fucking writers, because they did a good job with this, but then they're going to try to do this again and again.
They're gonna try doing something like have the Rangers probably go up against the Green Ranger, trying to find out who he is, but also trying to deal with, well, him being controlled by Rita, or possibly Lord Zed.
Yeah, whatever, nerd.
That's right.
You're talking to a guy who has watched.
Uh-oh, his mic.
Uh-oh.
You're talking to a guy who has seen this since childhood, okay?
Same.
Uh-huh.
Even though I kind of grew up with, like, In Space and stuff.
I tried watching In Space.
It was meh.
I've
The
been
best part was this thing called the Psycho Rangers. They were cool.
Psycho. Actually, I think I remember that.
I hope
Vaguely.
they get introduced in these movies. It's like, we don't need space.
That-
Just,
That would be.
like, they fight rangers that turn into monsters instead of robots. It's just like...
Real?
Yeah, that's what they really are. Like, they just look like Power Rangers. They're not really. They just have costumes and like when.
I mean, I wouldn't mind I wouldn't.
Wild Force. Yeah.
Yeah,
we all
well,
know
Yeah,
why.
so you can watch the Red Ranger stab his roommate.
They introduced that into the movie. Like they make reference to it. Like he's like one of the Rangers is
Yeah,
like
probably.
possessed or something. So yes,
He stabs his roommate with a katana.
the only way.
Mostly, I think we just prefer the Wolf Ranger. That guy was badass.
He played billiard balls.
You know what's funny? I think the Wolf Ranger also played the antagonist from Samurai. One of the antagonists.
Yeah, same guy.
No, because my cousin pointed out when I first saw Decker. I was like, why does he look familiar? And then when he mentions he's the guy who played the Wolf Ranger from Wild Force, I'm like, holy shit. No, it was just crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think when I stopped watching Power Rangers. I think it was around... Jeez, I'm gonna be old for saying this. What was the one with Zeo, I think?
I think it was Zeo.
Yeah, the one with the star, the Red Ranger with the star helmet. I think that's when I stopped watching. Just grew out of it.
Mystics was good.
Yeah, whatever. But skipping past Power Rangers, if you want to see it, go ahead. If you don't, whatever.
None of us really know. Guys, check out how we glow.
I'm blue.
Oh, I'm black.
What?
I am.
No, you're not.
No.
Do you feel weird?
We're strong.
Insanely strong.
The answer to what is happening to you is here. You five are the Power Rangers.
Did I just hear you say we're Power Rangers?
Is this some kind of joke? We're talking to a wall.
I was kind of expecting a little more.
Yeah.
So, Ghost in the Shell, that's our newest thing to talk about. That's going to happen. It's currently, let me look up the tomato meter score, because everyone's at war with Rotten Tomatoes, including Brett Ratner, which I go, that's adorable, Brett.
Everyone?
Everyone's at war with Rotten Tomatoes these days. And I can't believe I'm saying this, Zack Snyder, it's your fault.
Look, just screw on Tomatoes, man. If you want to go ahead and watch a movie, just
because his films cause this. Like, if Michael Bay releases a movie, people hate it. Everyone's like, yeah. That's called the duh.
Really? You really shouldn't just let a freaking review site like Rotten Tomatoes dictate.
No,
what
I mean, like,
movie
it just
you see.
causes like people to go back and forth. That it doesn't dictate how the movie does at all.
Really, you should just watch a movie just to see if it's good or just dumb entertainment.
Well,
like
because people want to see if it's good enough for them to see. Because honestly, like, if you're nervous about seeing a movie, sometimes you look up reviews and people are like, "This movie sucks. This movie's great." And sometimes you get people who go to a movie they say sucks and say, "This was actually really good. What the hell?" And they start to talk about it and they get into fights and all that stuff. And then you go see people see things that are great, and then they go, "Wow, this fucking blew donkey balls," like Beauty and the Beast, which is getting rave reviews for some reason.
I heard that's good. I mean, it changed one of the characters. One of the characters I think is in fact gay.
That's the only good part, though. Everything else is like, where have I seen this? Where have I seen this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've seen this. Oh, they did something a little different here. Oh, wait, that scene doesn't go anywhere. They go by this quick. Oh, they did a name drop for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame!
It's like, oh, great. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that movie. Catholics are...
I liked The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah,
what about the 101 Dalmatians?
101 Dalmatians is an okay movie to me. There are certain Disney films I love and some I hate. The ones I love are James and the Giant Peach, Lilo and Stitch, Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove.
Incredibles.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh yeah, Wreck-It Ralph, sorry.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph is pretty funny.
No, I don't like Zootopia that much. I found it kind of disappointing and preachy.
It's trying
because
to
the trailers made it look like it was going to be a funny romp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we all did. We all thought it was, but it's trying to issue a complicated message and situation to kids.
But Mr. Fox
it makes
did
it
better.
even more complicated because the fact of like, what do the carnivores eat? Because vegan diets kill
exactly.
animals.
That's what I kept thinking.
Are they
evolved to be omnivores?
Are they running like butcheries for like rabbits? Is that what keeps the rabbit population in check? Or I don't know what's going on.
That's how they deal with the
get
criminals.
meat from death row inmates.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe they're just evolved to become omnivores.
How's that possible?
If dogs haven't done that
Evolution's
yet,
not-
I don't see them, like, when they can walk, that happening, but...
Dude, if they can walk on their if they can walk bipedally, they pretty much would have evolved to become omnivores.
Bipedal doesn't mean
they eat
omnivore.
fish and chicken.
Fish?
Guys,
Stuff.
don't you see? This is what Zootopia wants us to do.
BoJack Horseman told me chicken are people too.
BoJack Horseman is what Zootopia should have been. Can you imagine if they actually just showed dark humor like that? Just like eternal emptiness and nothing. Disney will never have the balls to do that.
Well, like,
because like everybody's happy here. It's the equivalent. Disney is the equivalent of that guy, like a family member you know that's on the road with you, who, when even though you're the most miserable person there, he's like trying with a fake smile to make everything happy, even like showing a movie you like in there, and it's just like, dude,
That guy.
stop.
That guy probably.
unless you've like
Desperately trying to get you to smile.
That poor
Well, hey,
guy.
if you've seen like the original some of the older storyboards for Zootopia, it's pretty depressing. Like,
I
Oh, yeah.
know.
Like the collars.
Yeah, it's
Gosh,
like, why was this cut? Oh,
the
God.
writers thought it was too dark, and for something that is marketed as a kids show, I do agree with that.
If it was like older, like teen or adult, do you think it would have worked?
Yeah. Because with dark premises aimed at more mature audience, those do work. But when you go for the either too dark or too happy, towards older audiences, it really doesn't work too much.
It makes it look stale.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it confused. It makes people in the audience go, I should say something, but if I do, I'm just going to be called a cis white male. Cis privileged white male!
Mm.
Then again, I am, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to
I'm
be
just
a
a
dead.
commissar. I mean,
So
I was raised in an orphanarium. Like,
So Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
I was going to say Wreck-It Ralph has a new title, whatever.
Wait,
Wreck-It Ralph
2 has a sequel title known as Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Carbasar is ready for an airstrike on Disney.
Oh.
Don't kill Disney yet. We need to get them to make a decent TV show.
And Incredibles 2.
they've been trying a decent TV show for years now.
Mhm.
Well, they did do well with Star versus the Forces of Evil.
And Dog with a Blog.
Another
I'm
one.
going to set up a firing line now for you, Austin.
Good, I want to die.
Personally, Gravity Falls was great, but that was on Disney XD. Everyone knows Disney XD is a lot better than regular Disney.
Yeah, it feels like it's a whole new entity. Well,
Well, it's a
In all
free
honesty, they
channel.
should have that as their main channel.
Yeah. That's okay. In better news, there was recently a trailer for the Netflix sequel series for Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Never seen it.
Okay, let me explain what it is. MST3K is just a gimmick show where you just see three guys, two of them being played by puppets, watching really bad 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s movies, and just talking during the movie, making fun of it.
Yeah, it's basically what every reviewer on the internet has been trying to do. but
Or
failing.
basically an abridged series.
No, it's not really
Basically.
like kind of.
But you can actually see these guys. You see they have silhouetted appearances in the corner like there, because the show that it surrounds by is where it takes place in a sci-fi theater where these characters are forced to watch bad movies to see if it'll drive them crazy. So you see them in this theater line watching these really just piss poor movies like Manos, Hands of Fate, Time Chasers, The Final Sacrifice, The Pumaman, and so many others. And they even spot actual big time actors in there, and they always go, God, I hope this check was worth it. Like you see Donald Pleasance in a crappy Superman ripoff.
Oh no.
And it looks like it's from the 70s, but it was made in the mid-80s.
That is so sad.
It's like Captain America all over again.
Oh, yeah, by none other than Canon Films. Oh, Canon, you were the kings of schlock, and you destroyed so many lives. To think you were going to make a Spider-Man movie.
Oh. Actually, I'd like to see that.
Joking. They were going to make a Spider-Man movie with Tobey Hooper making it, where he was going to have... He didn't really give a shit about the comics, so he was going to make Spider-Man literally a half-man, half-spider creature.
That
oh, no.
would have been it. I think they did that in a comic series once.
Yeah.
I think that's where they got that idea from.
Man,
They're
Spider.
like, hey, Tobey Hooper, this is how fucking stupid your idea is. You're only famous for Texas Chainsaw. Everyone knows that, Steven Spielberg made Poltergeist. You did nothing. Sorry, I have a love-hate relationship with directors.
I can see that.
Yeah, we
It's
noticed.
like, and I hope that if I ever become a director, they fucking despise me. Then again, I hang out with people like Uwe Boll, where all we do is say, man, Hollywood fucking sucks.
Yeah, plus there's like movies that they make like Gods of Egypt where most of the cast is white and it should really be like, Egyptian or something. Native. I mean, I know they're gods and stuff, but come on.
Besides, the only white people that existed in Egypt were usually slaves.
That's right, those people. You know
those
what I'm talking
dang
about.
dirty whites.
So, in other news, Samurai Jack, news episode. Let's talk about that.
Laundry day?
Yeah.
Yep.
You seem to like black shirts quite a lot.
And it looks like you like it in pink. Oh, I'm just saying.
Yes.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good. I mean, the whole mental thing with Jack's mental self.
Going crazy and all that.
And there's also that horseman that was following him. I personally feel that horseman might be Death. I guess.
A lot of people theorize it's Death. I kind of think because he's seen it when he was perfectly fine as well.
Yeah.
So I think that might have been the person that defeated him that, kind of it really got to him. It's like he's been beaten before, but he usually has a sword with him at the end. It's like, oh shit, like I'm screwed, I'm stuck here. It's like I can't age, so I can't really settle down. Plus,
So
I'm
what
gonna die
about
a virgin.
Where is it anyway? That's what I wonder.
I think that's what's gonna happen at the end. Like I think around the 4th or 5th episode, he's gonna find it again, beat the horseman, gain his sanity back, shave that stupid beard, get his clothes back, finally end this thing, go to the past, and just go say, "I'm gonna take a fucking nap."
I see some
And
shit.
I'm done. He's just like, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm done. I'm done.
Or maybe
He's just like, you're all safe. You're all safe. I'm done.
When he's
He
done,
just
maybe
says
he'll
that as he
either
walks
retreat after
out.
hunt it or
It's like,
use
but
the
son,
knowledge.
you rescued us all. You are the chosen emperor now. It's like, no, I'm done. Done.
Maybe he'll probably have gotten better to the point. Maybe when he's emperor, he'll use what he learned to try to better his.
Or he starts World War II.
Like try to improve the lives of his people.
This is Tojo's great-great-grandfather.
Oh no, that would be. I keep thinking like, oh god, that would be the biggest twist
That would
ever.
probably be
Or
hilarious.
it could end like this: Jack saves the day. He grows old and die. Whatever. Years and years and years later, the grave of Aku is a big empty reservoir crack or something. You see the shadow of a guy with a ladle walking near it. He scoops a bit of this greasy sort of tar-like substance into a jar. Walks away. You see his shadow. He has a giant square head. And then it pans up as he like goes back to his place or whatever, and it's Professor Utonium.
Oh god.
That means the Powerpuff Girls are part Aku.
That explains what Chemical X is. Dear God, help us all.
Sounds like a Bleed Man comic.
No, it kind of sounds like a comic my friend Teacup created.
I need to read up on Bleed Man more.
Oh, he's a.
I'll advertise her right here. Artist name is Teacupballarina. She is a very talented artist. She's mastered a lot of Gendy's style, so to speak. I'll post a link to her Deviantart below. She's really good at it. She's more obsessive with the Samurai Jack stuff than I am, even though I'm older than her.
Alright, I'll put it in the description.
Oh yeah, she has... She's really funny, and she's really creative with what she does, and if you look at her art, it's almost like insane how much it matches to the shows and everything that she borrows from. And, you know, she kind of inspired that idea, like, okay, what if Professor Utonium uses Aku to create the Powerpuff Girls? And it's like, I was like, this is a stupid idea, but then all of a sudden it kept popping into my brain. It's like, could that have happened?
Holy shit.
That Kill la Kill picture.
I think I've seen that.
Yes, she made it.
What the
I'm going to tell her that I talked about her on podcast. She's like, why? It's like, because I just wanted to torment you. And Karmasar knows I just like to torment people even when they beat the shit out of me.
I can see that.
I have a death wish that's too pathetic to be met with.
I think we all do.
Karmasar's like,
I guess I'm like the only one out of this depressing thought.
Me too. Don't worry, Comsar. I'm with you, brother.
Okay, I was going to say, I have many more glorious battles to lead men to their deaths in.
I'm just waiting to see how long it takes before World War III happens, like Trump fucks up.
I bet he's not even going to cause it. I bet he's just going to trip and accidentally hit his head on the counter that activates it. Like, I can't wait to cough a word. Uh-oh.
No, my more prediction would be he hits his head on like the edge of the coffee table. Someone runs in trying to help him. They slip on his blood and hit the button.
Like it's like a live sitcom sort of thing, and then they just end it while singing the Cheers theme song with a montage. Destruction of planet Earth.
No, not the Cheers theme song. Roundabout from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
No.
That's a dead meme.
Or worse, that terrible intro song from That 70s Show.
Hanging out.
God, I hate that show.
On the street.
Yeah, it was okay. It was the later seasons that I didn't like. That 70s show.
I still kind of like some of the parts of the show.
I don't like sitcoms in general. Like, I used to love shows like Fresh Prince. Then I saw a movie called Something Weird About the Johnsons, I think. And I could never look at it the same way ever again.
I've heard of that.
Then you are gonna so.
Gonna
what?
Dead. He's dead, Jim. Don't worry.
Because Disney mostly has sitcoms.
Duh, that's because they looked at Nickelodeon. It's like, holy crap, we can make money off of this.
Exactly.
Yeah, at least it's not Cartoon Network or Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, which is weird because I hear like they're not even showing Steven Universe much anymore. They're mostly showing that and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Can both of those shows, or I'm just hoping someone goes to Cartoon Network with an armed mob telling them, cancel Teen Titans Go!
And Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs! And that
Bring
too.
back Steven Universe, bring back the old...
And Powerpuff Girl. Shut up, Greg! Shut up!
I don't mind Teen Titans
back
Go that
Powerpuff
much.
Girls or Dexter. Or
No, don't bring them back because they're gonna ruin them. Because Gendy's gone, they're not gonna be able to bring back Dexter.
God help it, that just to get back at Gendy, they reboot Samurai Jack in the Cal art style.
Oh no.
Or Symbiotic Titan. Just bring that back. Ask Gendy to make season 2.
He doesn't want to go back. I wouldn't go back after the way they treated him. Like if I was in this
It wasn't the way Cartoon Network treated him. It was the way a certain executive treated him. The evil one that that's gratefully gone, but left a tainted legacy.
Yeah, but he's gone.
Stuart
Maybe
Snyder.
there's a chance.
Oh
no! He left a tainted, bloody legacy. He destroyed Cartoon Network. It's the equivalent of this stupid game called Boyfriend to Death, where a friend of mine showed me what she plays in it, where you're basically kidnapped by someone and tortured to death or whatever. It's the equivalent of watching that. Him deciding, hey, how do you want me to kill you? It's like, oh, you want me to use a hammer or a drill? Or he uses both.
That is
And
creepy.
you just sit there watching it, and then he just
Mm-hmm.
faps to the corpse. And I'm like, that happens in the game. It's like, yes.
Okay. So he's the guy who greenlit the whole Seeing Real.
Yeah, he greenlit that. He greenlit Out of Jimmy's Head.
Oh.
He greenlit Trump. Oh. He greenlit that terrible anti-bullying movie.
Oh.
No, not cyberbullying.
Which one?
That one's Disney's fault. It's not. It's their fault. They couldn't get the cap off.
God.
Again, I just love pointing that part out. No one on set said, "Hey, does this not look a little too ridiculous here?" That person was fired.
I'm like 23 years old and I can't get the cap off.
It's like, why are you guys laughing? This is a sad scene. It's like, we're just tears of joy.
I think they just couldn't understand that this was hilarious as fuck.
It's like this whole movie was made for a joke, and Cartoon Network's bully thing did take it a little more serious, but it's so hammy. You're just like waiting. They showed that movie so many times, like, and Cartoon Network greenlit a couple good shows when he left, like DreamWorks Dragons. That was pretty good.
Awesome.
That I remember waiting for the premiere of it after school, just like, wow.
I can't really believe that they have given it that to Netflix. But then again, Netflix is willing to go pretty far with some of the stuff, like Voltron Legendary Defender.
If they had that on Cartoon Network, their company would be saved.
Well, technically, they could ask.
I don't know.
They were the Well, well, on the other news, Toonami's got Tokyo Ghoul.
I haven't
don't
seen
watch
that.
anime anymore.
Anime was a mistake. No,
It
I
was
don't.
a mistake.
Animus.
Animu's Filthy Frank Anime Hunter.
There was one anime I've seen that I've actually liked. It's called Gate. However, it's not like your typical anime. It focuses on realism. Like a well-fortified position of like 1,000 troops will mow down hundreds of thousands of marching, heavily cladded metal infantry.
Isn't the one that's about the Japanese Special Defense Force?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that the guy, I heard that the manga version of that one was really all that good. Like, he's basically, I think the guy who's doing it was right-winged, and he basically was like, for when we're talking like some of the horrible atrocities they committed, like in the manga version, they never mentioned Nanjing. Like, he pretended like it never happened. And like, it was heavily romanticizing the JSDF. I mean, granted, having a much older protagonist was okay. Just it didn't fit, I guess. I think it was the fact that the female leads were based, and there was like a harem thing. It was like, okay, if the women were older looking, I could probably get interested in that and tone down the whole. I guess the entire propaganda about the JSDF, saying that they're the most badass motherfuckers ever, when in actuality they're just a shadow of their former self.
Basically, he pulled a Michael Bay.
Pretty much.
And hell, like, there was like a movie that was based like on like a JSDF went to Sengoku, Japan, and they got annihilated by Japanese samurai tactics of that time. Even though they had like a freaking a tank, they still.
Well, those were also World War II Japanese, whose tactics weren't much of tactics at times.
They were just spray and pray and die.
They were more of, we charge suicidally at things and we try to kill, and if they're Chinese, we give them the hurt.
I mean, if they had done something like, did you mention this as well? Like you mentioned, if they had actually done like the people in the other world, if the people in the other world had basically, like learned and adapted from the tactics of the JSDF, it would have been a bit more interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you have basic shields, weapons that were made primitive by musket weaponry, there isn't much adaptation that you can do against heat-seeking missiles, Gatling guns, and assault rifles, other than hope you get close enough to stab them with your pointy sticks.
Or maybe they could have used their first defeat to study and learn about their enemy.
Well, even with that, it's okay, we can barely see them and they can hit us very far. When you use artillery, the purpose of it is for your enemies not to see you, and with it, they did use a lot of artillery.
True.
And if you're in medieval warfare, how do you fight an enemy you can't get close to?
Okay, you got a fair point there.
So,
like, even the dragons, like, our best answer is dragons, and black guns just...
Dragons, what is this? Game of Thrones?
I actually saw an article.
It's like if D&D decided to fight the modern world.
Yeah, we get screwed.
At least not Warhammer.
Oh god, if it were Warhammer, we would either be dead, wish we were dead, used by chaos demons, or worse.
Not really. If you actually read the lore of it, like, not every world has seen warfare and such. And it's more of the fringe worlds that get attacked all the time.
Yeah, but if you read the recent entries on the Cold War...
Well, yeah, with the new Gathering the Storm, with all the warp storms popping up out of nowhere. Yeah.
And there's the possibility that, Robo Gilliman's coming back, and there's also the possibility...
Oh, he's already back.
Yeah. I mean, we just need to confirm it, and there's possibility that it's going to be like the end times of the 40K universe.
GW has announced that it's not doing an end times thing, because with it, end times was a way to revitalize Warhammer Fantasy. Warhammer Fantasy wasn't doing really well, and then with Age of Sigmar, well, yeah, you hear a lot of people complaining about it. It's picked up more than what Fantasy has been doing, and has been selling a lot better than Fantasy has been over the years.
True.
That is the truth.
And with Warhammer how it is, it's making them money, and they don't need to inject end time like they did with Age of to create Age of Sigmar.
I'm really excited for Total War Warhammer 2 when they come out with it. I heard they're adding the Skaven and Lizardmen.
Nice.
I don't care how much it is. I will get a card. I will buy that game.
Absolutely.
Just that game. I will early access the shit out of that game.
Well, don't go to GameStop, because a lot of them are closing.
Or you're going to bump into that creepy guy.
Well, also GameStop's like, we don't like selling computer games.
Yeah, that too.
GameStop doesn't care about PC people.
Well, that's what the cards are for.
I know GameStop, we're your dealer for Steam cards.
That's pretty much it.
And when you want to buy a Buffalo Wild Wings card there for some reason.
They have those?
Yeah,
Yeah, they even have like for Google and stuff, and then and other things.
They're this close to just having a soda stand right there. They're just.
That's how
That'd be
desperate
so
they
awesome.
are. No, I don't know. I don't hate GameStop, but their business practices aren't really that smart.
GameStop is that store you hate going, but it has things you want.
Yeah.
Now, if they had something, if it was like part game store, but also like in like there's like a back area where like you see people playing games and testing it out, like a hangout for gamers, that would be awesome.
You mean like EB Games? Like they actually had the.
You mean like the game place? That place Chris Chan's not allowed to go to?
Oh. We have to mention that.
Yeah, I wish.
But he had blue arms, Trench. He had to.
Yeah,
pepper
well, he
spray
yelled
him.
at kids over a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Or like one of those those like old card games that I went to once. Like this one place had like not only just old PC games, model kits, board games, and all that stuff. Like in the back there was like tables, and they were like showing people playing card games on it.
Yeah, that's what the game place is. I did research on it. It is like a very small version of that, but it is a mostly tabletop selling place, and Chris would frequent it there.
How come we don't have a tabletop shop here? I would love that.
I don't know. I guess it's not really that popular.
Tabletop's a niche market to get into.
Yeah.
Like, best places to set up are practically college towns, because you're always going to have people coming in. It's something that's intriguing, unusual. Most people don't have it in their childhoods, and they're going to try it out, and especially with a lot of people who aspire to be artists, and a lot of them sometimes suck, will play their hand at the modeling shtick of it as well.
Yeah, pretty much. It's nichey. So, let's see. Yeah, GameStop, they're having to close down 150 stores now. And, yeah, it's getting pretty bad for them. It was the last holiday sales weren't too good, so gonna have to downsize.
Oh shit! I hope they don't close the one up here, because that is my most convenient place. It's either that, the Stroud Mall, or somewhere near Sonic.
There's another one. And another one.
Get more than you ever imagined when you trade your games for something new at GameStop.
Yeah, they're just being outclassed by all these, by, Amazon and other outlets. You can get games.
If I had Amazon, that would be. If I could have an Amazon account, that would be awesome. I think my dad has an account there.
I don't know. I like going into stores and talking with people about certain games. I just like
Everyone
that
I know hates it when I talk to people in stores. They're just. I bet everyone's just like, oh, God, no.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy's like, so what are you buying? You're just like...
It's because you walk up to like random people and just like try to give them shoulder rubs too.
Oh.
They look stressed.
Because there's like a
crazy
I
person.
don't know how to describe you kind of guy like rubbing their shoulders. Of course they're gonna look stressed.
It's not like I'm breathing on their necks, unlike some people.
Oh man.
It's like, I have problems, okay?
Yeah, but I like talking with people in stores, like the shop owners or the clerks, whatever.
Yeah.
Conversing, just human interaction. It's becoming such a minimal thing nowadays with Amazon and all that crap.
Yeah, and I call like this.
Yep. Bunch of nerds nowadays don't like to talk.
Try doing this by letters and we'll see how far the conversation goes.
I can try that.
That's what they had to do in the olden days. That reminds me of this letter from this can't remember if it was Civil War. It probably was the Civil War. It was this this dude. He was like the Sorry, I'm saying dude now. This soldier sent this.
Hey! Wise man once said, "I'm a dude. She's a dude. He's a dude. We're all dudes."
So this soldier sent this.
Commissar's thinking, Austin, if you cringe one more goddamn time, I'll kill you.
And I can barely remember what I was gonna say, but it was basically this soldier was sending his wife these like sexual notes. I can't remember what they were about, but it was like something about. I won't want to say it was a fart fetish, but it was something about her ass and the contents of it. It was so weird. I can't remember where I saw it. It was like a long time ago.
I don't even want to know why you saw it.
Hey, don't you judge me. It's the current year.
It's the current year, Megatron. It's the current year.
Do as I command.
Do as I command.
Yeah. I don't even know what we're doing now.
The Harlequin went to town of deadly mountain tides. Got Medina on some dudes and laughed into the night. Harlequin tearing up, the Harlequin is sneaky. Fills his victims up with fear because he looks so freaky. The Harlequin jumped off a roof and landed in a crowd. Before they had a chance to laugh, he took those suckers out.
Unlock the Harlequin when you pre-order Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, only at GameStop. Power to the players. Rated M for mature.
Okay, so let's see. Other topics. Assassin's Creed apparently is getting a TV show on Netflix.
Really?
Oh, goody.
Yeah, because the movie was so great.
It was?
It was?
No. It was okay.
I haven't seen the movie, so I have no idea.
It was alright. I mean, it wasn't great, but the acting scenes were okay. I like how the Animus was portrayed. It was like this little bungee harness thing.
That kind of just makes me go like, wait, that does make more sense how he gets these skills and stuff like that, but they should have just cut back to the real world real quick to see him just jogging around a room. Just jumping from nothing, talking to himself, but like with dead silence.
But he's doing voices too to represent the people he's talking to.
He's like, "What are you doing here?" Well, I just here to show you this stuff.
I guess there's I guess really there was the fact that they explained about one of the antagonists, like what happened to him. Alan Rickman.
Oh.
We, like, saw him the guy from like at the end of Assassin's Creed 1, we like see him talking with Vidic. We never know what happened to him, but this movie I think explains what happens. I was like, okay, cool. But really, with the next, but tell me more about the TV show before I go off topic.
Yeah, there's not really that much being revealed by the producers. It's just that, let's see, traditional TV series. Yeah, there's not really that much information that's being given. Like so I'm not sure if it's going to be the movie or it's going to be more close to the games.
It's going to be fuck it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, this is all they have to do to get people to see it. Show them doing parkour. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope though that if anything, it ties in with the games.
Yeah. That means we can get Adam Sandler as Desmond. Finally.
Really?
No, Mark. Damn it.
Adam Sandler. He's already working on another crappy movie there called Sandy Wexler.
What the hell is that?
Okay, this is like... It's pure cringe from the trailer, but that's what they want it to be. Where he plays a talent scout in the 1990s. I'm like, oh my god.
It's a period piece.
This is how he sounds. My name is Sandy Wexler. How you doing there, Shan?
Like, he talks like that.
No.
He's like, who's that actor over there? And and like it has interviews of people at a fancy dress party. Like you see Conan O'Brien there, you see Henry Winkler, shocker. You see Penn and Teller.
Why?
That's no. I don't know. And above all the things they did, they showed billboards in the flashback scenes of coming soon movies like Time Cop and The Shadow. It's like, stop reminding us of movies we should be watching. Jean-Claude could make a better Adam Sandler than Adam Sandler. I would love to see Jack and Jill with Jean-Claude Van Damme now.
That would be awesome.
If that was the last movie I had to see before Commissar blew my brains out, I'd be like, show it in HD.
Just remember, the first step is the first step down the path of disappointment.
Yeah. Fearless
I pulled the trigger like 2 hours earlier, before the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. It's probably gonna be just the movie or a spin-off.
I guess.
But
check the teaser trailer for Destiny 2.
What about Death Note?
The human whose name is written in this note shall die.
I feel they're gonna make it more.
What about it?
Okay, so Death Note is getting a live action adaptation. Yet the only reason people want to see it is because Willem Dafoe is playing Demon Guy in it.
Ryu.
It's like, I bet you they don't even have to give him makeup or anything. Just show Willem Dafoe. That's already lifelike.
Whoa.
They don't have to. Just show Willem Dafoe eating an apple. Because apparently that's how you summon him. Like, you feed him apples. I'm like, then George R.R. Martin must be making a killing. There's even a meme where George R.R. Martin's buying all these Death Notes with the demon thing there with a bunch of apples. And like, I'm a big fan, by the way.
Oh my.
It's like, my God, it makes sense now.
That it would.
George R. R. Martin, television's most notorious serial killer.
Okay, that's actually kind of true when you think about it.
Walt Disney is.
No, actually, Thomas Edison is.
What?
Okay, that's true.
Because he killed Nikola Tesla's dreams, and he actually had people murdered so he could steal their patents.
No, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
He killed Nikola Tesla's dreams without even touching him. He just touched animals with electric prods. All because he said, can we have free energy? No, blacklisted, died, poor in a hotel room.
Imagine what would happen if Tesla's invention succeeded Edison's.
We'd probably have that future from that game, Prey.
That would be so sick.
Where every day all you hear is synthwave music.
Okay, maybe not that sick, but you get my point.
No, it'll still be sick. Love me some synthwave. Oh, shoot. Did that not work? Ah, damn it.
But yeah, back to Sam Jack. I like where this series is going. I'm just glad we're done with the whole Sisters of Aku thing, because I kind of felt that they really should have just had the final fight sequences in episode 2. It would have ended a lot better if, like, let's just say, like, these episodes were longer in a way, like they're 30 to 45 minutes each. That way they could do more with it. That way a story can be more cohesive. But I understand with time, budget, and animation, that's fine. That's just my pet peeve with it. next episode looked like it's trying to go back to basics a little bit, because it's like, okay, sorry about all this uber depressing shit. Let's get back to some stuff that you like.
Yeah.
This isn't old man Logan. But I really loved the flashback sequences. I thought those were beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, so Jack was traumatized even before Aku burnt his house to the ground.
Yeah. Watching your dad kill a bunch of people. Actually, I think that would be badass as a kid.
He's like, but it kind of doesn't make sense because he's had like pretty happy childhood stuff. He's like, did he just forget about that? And I know he was like really little, and it was like, well, but dude, you had someone's blood on your face.
Yeah.
We even got to see the reaction shot. It was incredible. It was like,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
But it also
Was he like a mute autistic kid or something? Because he never spoke.
Yeah, well, they didn't know about that stuff back in the day, so he could have.
Maybe.
He was like, that would make a lot of sense if Jack was autistic. Then again, people would probably make fun of him. It's like, oh, I feel terrible now. I've disowned one of my own people.
Yeah.
It's like, you've forsaken us. It's like, yeah, I did. I'm sorry. It's like spirits are like, oh, well, don't do it again. But I'm excited to see what happens to Aku in this. I hope it gets like a really sort of Lego Batman thing where he's like, you don't really hate me, Samurai. You're just saying that to make me feel better. It's like, no, I hate you. You ruined my life. It's like, stop it. Your sweet talk won't get you anywhere. He's like, then he gets inspired. He's like, do you really mean that? He's tearing up. He's like, then I'm gonna kill you.
If they actually pull that off, that would just be surreal.
It's disturbing, their relationship. Even though, like, Aku could really give a crap about Jack's life, but Jack cares about Aku's life because he destroyed his, ruined his family, lived on the run since he was like 7, witnessed countless people being beaten up trying to protect him, may or may not have accidentally unleashed Egyptian gods.
But they're dead.
Had to put up with sweaty Greek people. It's like, God, those people must have been so oily when he wrestled them. He's like, I had to take 6 showers. It's like, yeah, that happens.
He's got to eat a lot of euros.
Probably.
It's like, where did they get the money to send him all these places? And first off, they never really, in any of the episodes, in any of the original stuff, him actually meeting all these world leaders from all over the place. It's like, oh yeah, we all knew your dad. In the Origin movie that talked about Aku and the Emperor, none of these people were seen.
Well, remember...
It's just like, oh yeah, I did this while, doing all this. Like,
Except he did a plan, so maybe Jack's father went to meet with all of them.
And this was like during a time when Japan and the rest of the world didn't really meet yet, nor did they want to meet.
Yeah, well, this is taking artistic license and liberties here.
I was just hoping for Commissar to say, hey dude, it's a cartoon.
I wasn't paying attention.
He's like, bitch, don't steal my lines.
You were kind of rambling on, and I kind of got distracted by Twitter.
Were you tweeting a twit?
I don't know, but I got blocked by Steve Chives this morning.
Oh.
I think he's just blocking everyone now.
I think he does. Because there's something about... I don't remember.
He knows people are going to challenge his opinions.
Yeah, he can't handle that.
For a guy who says he's full of logic, he sure does do a lot of illogical things.
That word has no meaning nowadays. It's just become like cringy or cancerous. It's just another word kids say on the internet.
It's like logic bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a horse in my house!
Okay, well, now that we got on that topic, you guys want to beat a dead horse again with Jontron?
I'm going to stay out of this one.
Okay, good.
Because I am a fan of Jontron, and I don't like to associate his political views with how he is as an entertainer, because entertainer John and political John are completely separate people. He only makes slight nods to what he's caused because of his politics and his videos like Christmas with the Cranks, I think. But I'm going to stay out of this.
I found my tweet that got me banned. Or blocked by him. It was something about some sort of march or whatever. I wasn't really paying attention. I just jumped on an opportunity. It was the God Emperor stands with all. If anyone is being wronged despite his laws, please report to the Munitorum. And I got blocked for that.
You know you're bad when you quote Warhammer and that gets you blocked.
I know. But you know you're bad when you say everyone is equal and you get blocked.
Hey, to quote Ghostbusters 2, God gave everyone the right to treat each other like crap.
So yeah, John's not going to be in a ukulele. I mean,
I heard about that.
What's the point of taking his voice out? It's like, it's just garbled text. It's not like he's actually speaking.
Do you think all he says is "Wham" or whatever?
Yeah, it's just one line, literally.
Or it does like an entire song of this. I'm being strangled by the man in the mirror.
Oh God.
I would love that to be a full song.
That'd be awesome.
Play
Then
it
again,
at my wedding, and my wife looks at me. Is like, "What?"
No, she looks at you and be like, "Who are you? How'd I get here? What's going on?"
It's like, "You'll never catch me. I'm the Phantom Weather." Jump out of the window doing a barrel roll. It's like, what the fuck?
Did you pick up meth since I've moved?
No, this is me when you aren't here.
Like, that is like a very methy response, like...
No, I'm not on meth. This is just my brain.
That's just him on a normal day. What are you like with caffeine?
I'm actually calm when I'm on caffeine.
Yeah,
I'm dangerous.
I don't want to know what you're like when you're high. So really, with how I think about this, John, well, yeah, he messed up. But does he really deserve all the hate? I mean, he apologized. I'm willing to just, I really don't care much for politics and my political views. Personally, John Tron as an entertainer is funny. But hey, just the person's honest opinion.
Can't have that nowadays, now can we?
You can't have an honest opinion without pissing people off. That's why I stay away from people.
That's why I'm a commissar. I mean, they give me shit for my opinions. I just write them up for execution later.
If only.
If only the Imperium were real. Then again, we'd have to face demons.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to... All the stuff that SJWs complain about wouldn't be an issue. I mean, the Emperor, well, everyone's equal in the Emperor's eyes because we are all cannon fodder. And even like in one of the Kaifas Kane books, they talked about a gay couple, and there was no outrage about it, so even that's not an issue. Like, yeah, sure, you get a fight an occasional demon, but you don't have to worry about like autistic screeching.
Fair point. And plus, you'd have the ability of basically being you could basically get yourself indoctrinated, brainwashed, and genetically modified to be a badass space marine.
If you're lucky at like the age of 12. Because they can't do it once you're older.
Yeah. Then again, you'd have to worry about the Inquisition.
Only if you did something bad.
Oh my god, my friend David and I were talking about what would happen if the Emperor were to truly wake up, because the Inquisition would be screwed.
Well, it's always hilarious because the Emperor did have a hand in creating the Inquisition.
But you never expected it to go to spiral out of control like this. So when he wakes up, he's gonna be doing some major house cleaning.
Yeah.
And Robo Gillen.
I'm not sure, because it's one of those things, yeah, he will hate it, but if he wakes up and such, he can't, like, do clean house right away, because he's got all the crazy shit going on. And then, like...
When he wakes up, he'll probably just be like, would you kindly start sodding off? And then just whoosh, raise his hand, and all of a sudden they just bolt out of there. Or die.
The Usain Bolt.
They just bolt or die. And then he's just like, okay.
Yeah, you've lost a large portion of our audience. Which is like 2 people, so...
Wait,
okay.
We had an audience?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, this is live streaming?
No, I'm joking, I'm joking.
Wait, I thought we were just talking.
Oh, man.
You tricked me.
You used me! I feel so dirty.
Oh, we're so weird.
I've seen weirder. You guys want to hear some creepy stories from Fair Affinity? I don't know if I should tell them, though. I don't know.
I've already felt like this world needs exterminators, like, several times. I don't wish to repeat myself.
I'm with agreement in there, Commissar.
Yeah, let's not go there, because it would be...
Let's not get that depressing.
Yeah, it would be just hours and hours of embarrassment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Christina Summers is tweeting about like how apparently there's a rise of alt furries where they're all furries. She is talking about how it's fucking hilarious, and apparently that's a thing. And that's...
Yeah, it kind of is like that on Fur Affinity, but also it's because furries are so hyper liberal, so. There's just like all these journals about Trump just every day, and people are just getting tired of it, I think. That's why they're joining the alt-right.
All day, every day, man.
I just find it hilarious, though, so...
Yeah, it's a joke. All of it's a joke.
Personally, I just stay away from that stuff. I don't really care about my political views.
Well, I'm a political officer. I need to know all this shit.
Personally, my views are just don't fuck it up.
Yeah, people would still fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as long as it doesn't affect me personally, I'm good.
Because my favorite quote is, stupid people are clever people. Because nothing can ever be truly foolproof because they'll find a way to fuck it up.
Why are you bringing me flashbacks to George Bush?
I didn't even have him in mind, but it's just... Stupid people always find a way.
Stupid people find a way.
Life finds a way.
So, any other topics? Anything else interesting?
Okay, so apparently Call of Duty might be going back to World War II games. It's like Call of Duty just end. Make a new game franchise off of something else.
Go make a Ghost 2. I actually liked the story of that one.
Call of Duty Ghostbusters.
Okay, let's not get too crazy.
That would be an improvement. Something unique. Kind of. I don't know.
Like an AK ghost gun.
Or better, it's another movie tie-in game, but based on the new movie.
So all the soldiers are women.
Yes.
Okay. As long as I don't have to fight.
I guess so.
Oh, jeez. Then all the men characters are going to be dumb, though.
Or they're going to be Michael McDonald. Isn't it weird that out of all the Mad TV stars, he's the one that gets cast in all these movies?
Yeah, it is weird.
I keep expecting him to do a Stewart voice.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want to do it. It's like, you guys don't know what I mean. The guy in these movies, he plays like the owner of the theater in the shitty Ghostbusters movie. He says like he screams like a girl and stuff, all that. He was on a TV show on Comedy Central known as Mad TV before it was put to Cartoon Network for I don't know why, but
Didn't they can it?
Yeah, they did. They canned Mad. But as you were saying,
he was a very funny comedian on there, and you might remember him getting run the fuck over in the first Austin Powers movie.
yeah, I remember that. Scene.
Oh, that
He
was...
even did that live. He was like, "Okay, you might know me from Austin Powers." Stop. It's like, I that part terrified me as a kid. Like, I don't like this. Nowadays, I'm like, come on, Saw is more tame than this crap. And I think Saws are great comedy movies. Just put silly music and noises instead of the gory music and shit.
Nothing but Benny Hill music.
Oh my god, that would be the shit.
Would it really?
Like
Yes.
with the part where the guy's running through like the barbed wire maze and playing the Benny Hill song, it's a special kind of fucked up.
Don't worry. Those movies are terrible because all you just wanted them to die because they're all horrible people. It's like, aren't you supposed to feel bad if people die?
Yeah, I think we pretty much become, I guess, resistant.
We are the
I
monsters.
mean, the reason why people loved all these gory slasher films from the 80s and 90s because, well, the characters in them were nice. And it sucks seeing them die.
Yeah.
Sure, there was the occasional asshole that had it coming, but it was just like, it's like you just go like, why did the guy in the wheelchair have to die? Literally, that was a small little subplot in Friday the 13th where he's like, well, I lost my legs in a in a motorcycle accident. You know, I can't have sex anymore. It's just it's bothering me. Like, he always feels so left out. And then Jason comes out of nowhere. The meat cleaver just stabs him right in the face, and he just wheels away on his wheelchair down. Oh, it's just like, I was putting him out of his misery at this point. Like, fuck you, dude.
And
Then
again,
you
this
get
level
really underrated slasher movie, My Bloody Valentine, where it's a Canadian slasher movie, so it's very likable for some reason.
it's Canada. They can't make horror for shit.
They
Okay.
can. It's not scary, but you do feel bad when the characters die. You're just like, oh, these guys are just wanting to go to a party, just like not even just like a big school frat party, just like, yeah, there's a dance in town tonight. It's like you don't see or hear anything like that in movies these days. Like, let's go to my friend's place and get hammered, because who the fuck wants to go to a town dance?
No one, just go to your friend's place, get high.
And yet somehow Jason goes there. It's like, hey, wear protection. Even if it's a quickie, wrap that sticky.
Then he kills them.
Yeah, Jason's a born-again Christian, apparently.
But he still murders
Like-
people because they're sinners.
It's like, you sin. It's like, I really would like to see a Friday the 13th movie take it up a notch where he kills like a pregnant chick or something.
Whoa, that's just going too far, man.
Well, they've done it in zombie films where a zombie literally did stab his hand into a pregnant woman and eat the baby.
Well, I'm gonna have nightmares from that now. Thank you.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing either, but I'm like, God, this makes every other horror movie look like a fucking pussy.
You see something that graphic, and then you'll just be like, "Oh shit."
Well, it looks cheesy though. It looks ridiculous, but still, it's just like, wow. It still makes you think, wow, modern Hollywood, you guys are fucking pussies.
And they're full of old timers who want to stick to their old guns instead of trying something new, like Cartoon Network with Teen Titans Go.
I feel bad. I don't even feel bad for anyone working on it anymore. They know it's wrong, but they're just like, we're dead inside. At least we have our friendship. Like they're awaiting execution.
Yeah. I don't think that CN is going to have another Dark Age, though, like with CN Real. But it's going to get pretty bad.
Have you guys watched John Oliver?
Not really.
Yeah, he's fine.
A little bit.
Yeah, like the recent episode
And he's been
episode he
silenced.
did was okay. It talked about the federal budget and stuff, and like he even made a joke about the British. He's like, "You do not want to piss off the British. We will shake our heads, go, oh dear, take our anger, bottle it, and carry it around until we die."
So they're doing the things that they accuse Republicans of doing?
Yeah, but they're the righteous, so it's okay.
Literally, my opinions on politics, I'm going to make everyone clear on this. I think every side is a selfish piece of shit, and I mean every side, even the side I'm on. I admit it. No one else has the balls to do so.
Personally, from my views, personally, both sides are trash. Just follow your own follow your own ideals, your own path. Don't let anyone stop. Don't let anyone stop you.
Yeah, let's
Focus on
legalize
yourself.
ranch.
What?
Legalize ranch. Say it with me. Legalize ranch. Legal ranch. Legalize ranch. Legalize ranch. Start the hashtag.
Ranch?
Let's ranch that.
I don't even know where to begin.
We you know what we need to do? We need to
You
rant.
need to tweet it to Trump so that way it gets retweeted or something.
Or do
Absolutely,
Or
I
do the
think
fucking
ranch
thing.
should be legal. Ranch is delicious. It makes vegetables great. It helps
No, tell him to
salads.
legalize pie.
It's great with buffalo wings. I like the orange kind. Just
No,
kidding.
like,
I
tell him
think
to
it's
legalize
cannibalism if I eat orange wings.
No, tell him to legalize pot and then see what happens when he gets high. Like, he will actually be competent when high. That'd be terrible.
Donald Trump was high. He would probably make sane decisions.
He probably would, and that will.
Or he'd just be like, "Why am I president?" And then if Hillary was high, would be like, "I'm dead inside."
Yeah, just nothing.
She has no soul. Let's all accept that.
Yeah, they made a bad call with going with her. I mean, really?
Yeah. They were setting themselves up for failure with that.
Yeah, in all honesty, they were screwed. Like they were so used to canceling stuff that when they finally had a chance to pass something, they're like, "Oh shit, how do we do this?"
I don't want to get too into politics now.
Yeah,
Me neither.
politics with
It
a
stressed me
Z.
the fuck out.
Yeah. So that's the end of this podcast, everybody. Who are all you people?
Yeah, I think we're done. I was, still am, and will always be DC dog.
I was the trench, but I'm not a bench. Also, Beauty and the Beast sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna be pissing off so many people.
Good, they deserve it.
Everything looked like From Software developed it, like the freaking appliances or whatever. Like Mrs. Potts was just horrifying.
Oh, trust me, they have. I want to name this before we end the podcast. There is a tiny subplot out of nowhere where Mrs. Potts meets her husband, who in the opening credits, like, okay, so because of the spell, our memories were erased from people. It never mentioned once that she had a husband. And then at the end, it's like, Mr. Potts. And he's like, oh yeah, I remember, I'm married.
Okay.
Well, you know, yeah, I need to see the movie. But hey,
What?
From Software, I mean, I love those guys. I even have the final Dark Souls DLC, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, I know, but you don't want the designers of horrible, macabre monsters to design Disney characters.
I mean,
They
environment,
were
I'm okay
fine.
with it.
They looked like how they were supposed to.
Okay. We'll end this on a positive note. It wasn't that bad, design-wise. It just, I don't know, it just seems jarring. No pun intended. When you see these like cartoon characters in 3D.
Like, in all honesty, though, I mean, if I'm doing the environments, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Monsters, keep it like they are.
Alright, so are we done, Ski?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go take out my laptop to the back of my house.
Are you gonna shoot it?
And by in fact to death.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
we're done.
So, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Hopefully we all survive Ghost in the Shell to talk about it next week.
Yeah.
If
Bye-bye.
we all die, no. You lived a good life.
Yeah. Bye.
Interesting, Mark. Tune in at the...
What he said.
Tune in on Saturday and Sunday on my Twitch. Gonna be streaming The Swindle.
Ah, cool. Okay, well, I'm DZ Dog and Legalized Ranch. Bye-bye.
Laters.
And I'm Commissar Vercingetorix, and you can find me by the same name on Twitch, possibly YouTube if I ever upload anything on it. And Desk of Aurelius on Twitter.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye.